Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a rainy, cold day today. I don't know where you are in the country, but first thing that comes to my mind when I think of a rainy, cold day is bourbon. And even better, high-proof bourbon. This one's Still Austin Cask Strength, coming out of Austin, Texas. And that's what we got today, guys. Check it out. Still Austin Cask Strength, coming out of Austin, Texas. So this one's 118 proof, aged for 2 years. So fairly young whiskey, but look what a color you get for a 2-year whiskey out of Texas. And that's pretty typical for a Texas whiskey to get a pretty dark color. So in a short amount of time, it's pulling a whole lot of flavor and color out of the wood. So this one has the same mash bill as the original Still Austin the Musician. So it's 70% corn, 25% rye, and 5% malted barley. So the back of it doesn't have a whole lot. They changed the label up, made it darker instead of a white label, a white background. They just mentioned that the master blender Nancy the Nose Fraley searches through barrels to select the most complex and full flavored ones to choose it to be the barrelproof ones. And it just mentions that it was bottled at the same proof at which it was aged. Resulting spirit, masterpiece of complex dark flavors, and a deep spice finish. So that's what we got with the Still Austin Cask Strength. But let's just get right into the nose, guys. Man, candied fruit right off the bat. It's really, really sweet. It's like candied cherry. Like if you would take maraschino cherry and just candy it. It's got some spice in there for sure. A lot of bacon spice. And like a minty eucalyptus nose on that back end. I'm sure it's got a lot to do with the proof on it, though. Cask Strength whiskeys. Really dark nose, though. Dark scents coming out of there. Dark complexity. Really sweet. Let's get a sip, guys. Cheers. Really, really sweet. Right off the bat, candied cherry is what you get right off the bat, or candied dark fruits. And cherry is the first note I got. Mid palate, you get like a black pepper in there. And I've got black pepper out of some whiskeys before, but it's really predominant in this whiskey. Like mid palate's like black pepper comes out right away. Not a whole heavy cinnamon, but you could tell there's bacon spices there, but not like cinnamon doesn't like come to mind right away. Really sweet, robust whiskey. For 118 proof, it's good. Eucalyptus and mintiness comes out towards the end, but it's there for a little bit, then it kind of tuckers out. There's not a whole long finish on this thing. Fairly short to moderate finish. That's the only thing where it's lacking, is it's not much of a finish to it. But the flavors are there, and right when you taste it, it's there immediately. It hits hard. Right away, you get like a train of flavors, like a complexity of flavors. Sweet, bacon spice flavors, brown sugar, dark candied fruits. And then you get that black pepper note that's strong mid palate. Goes into like this minty eucalyptus kind of note, but then kind of tuckers off, fades away quick. But 2-year whiskey, I mean, it's kind of expected with that. The only thing, a lot of whiskeys, I think the older whiskey, you might have more of a finish, and I think that's where it's lacking. Maybe it's a little bit high proof, and it has kind of a youthful, maybe green note to it, and maybe I think that's what that minty eucalyptus note is. It might be like a youthful kind of grainy note to it. It's good whiskey nonetheless, though. Yeah, really good stuff. Couyons rating on it. So this whiskey runs $50 to $55 at the store. It's not too bad. It's a good price for it. So given that, 2-year whiskey, $50 to $55, really robust, full flavored whiskey. Fairly, like it depends on where you're at. They don't have it here in Arkansas yet, but it's all over Louisiana. They have a single barrel program that you can get the single barrels from, different stores. So that'd be good to pick up a single barrel one. I've seen one in the store in Louisiana last time I was down, but I ended up not pulling the trigger on it because I bought a few other bottles of whiskey. But the single barrels are out there for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 7.25. It's a good rating. I think the only time it lacks is its finish is a little short, but and that eucalyptus note, which is not off-putting at all. It's a good note to it. It's actually good, but I think that's coming from the youthfulness of the bourbon, being a 2-year bourbon. But with that being said, it's still a delicious whiskey, and I would recommend it for $50 all day. But 7.25. That's what we got with Still Austin Cask Strength. If you've ever had this Still Austin Cask Strength, or if you've had a single barrel, if you've had this one or like a single barrel version of it, pick just, if there's a difference in it, I'd like to know in the comments. And that's about it, guys. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.